The dictionary defines justice as the administration of law according to prescribed and accepted principles. And in our schools, like in any community, situations arise where impartial judgment or justice must be used to resolve conflict. Restorative justice is a conflict resolution process that is being expanded to all FCPS middle schools and high schools and offers an alternative to traditional student discipline. In a nutshell, restorative justice is about making things right rather than assigning blame and punishment. In any given situation, it's about what happened instead of what rules were broken. It's about who was harmed rather than who broke the rules. And it's about who is responsible for repairing the harm, as opposed to how should the offender be punished. Dave Jagels, principal at Mountain View High School, knows how restorative justice can positively impact student behavior.
I think it's empowering because it gives kids a tool to be able to confront an issue in a way face-to-face. A lot of students, for whatever reason, I think resort to, I think violence might be the first, I want to go physically at this person as opposed to knowing or understanding or really being exposed to different ways about handling an issue or a problem. So really, I think the restorative justice piece helps set a tone by empowering the students to be able to have conversations face-to-face, to confront issues face-to-face, and I think in turn that helps really solve the issue at hand.
Assistant Principal Kimberly Thomas explained the progressive steps of restorative justice to me. It starts with the pre-conference.
The goals of the pre-conference are to allow the facilitators, as a facilitator and co-facilitator, allow those two people to get themselves more acquainted with an incident or an event that occurred in school or even out of school, so that they can understand all the parties that will be coming to the Restorative Circle. The goals for the student at that time were to share specifically in their firsthand story or narrative what occurred. Expectations are also shared as far as what they could expect in the circle, what the facilitators expect as far as an outcome, and exactly how it's going to be set up and how it's going to function and its procedures.
Kimberly went on to explain the next step, the Restorative Circle, which brings the students in conflict together.
The goals of the Restorative Circle are to, at that point, give all parties an opportunity to be equally heard, make sure that it's a safe environment, that all parties in what they have to share show respect to others, as well are respected when they do share how they feel about what has occurred, what they would like to see happen to repair that harm and make them feel better to be able to move on.
After observing the restorative justice process, I was eager to hear how students felt about this type of conflict resolution.
What makes being in a restorative justice circle good is that you point out what you did wrong, even what you did right, and mostly just to move on from there to better the situation, to make the good out of it. They're not so much focused on the outcome of what you've done, whether it's negative or positive. It's more of learning from it and what you got out of it.
You just gotta be honest with everything, because they're here to help you out. If you're not cooperating with that, well, there's no point in them helping you. So honestly, you just gotta be honest.
Everybody needs somebody to talk to, and restorative justice is a really great way to sit here and talk about your problems. It helps communicate with others and get the problems out of the way instead of actually physically fighting with other people. It helps get anger out in a different manner instead of physical ways. It also helps with bringing out your emotions and letting everybody else understand who you are.
Even though the program has only been in place for 1 year at Mountain View, Principal Jagels is satisfied with the results.
We see, I think, a variety of benefits, one being the recidivist rate. A lot of times once a behavior is handled in a restorative justice conference, it's handled. A lot of times it doesn't surface again. And that's one of the true benefits of the restorative justice piece, is that you don't see the same problem surfacing again and again and again.
FCPS student achievement goals stress learning essential life skills and developing a sense of responsibility to the community. Restorative justice provides an opportunity for our students to further understand and embrace these principles while helping them to be both better young adults and citizens of the world.
Have a good rest of the day.